welcome back to the Nerf Master Blaster. Today we're going to be looking at the Worker Hurricane. This blaster comes from Worker, the people that make a lot of parts for our Nerf hobby, and they decided to make an awesome blaster right here. The Worker Hurricane comes in 3 different colors: a white and blue color, a clear color, and a clear color but except it's red. And the red is a limited edition. They only made 1,000 of them, and each one is serialized. You can see here on the patch that comes with the limited edition red version, this is number 640 out of 1,000 made, so it's a nice little collectible thing to have, in my opinion. It's also on the back side of the blaster, engraved in the blaster, number 640, and then it has a signature. Here's the packaging with the Hurricane Blaster limited edition. Only 1,000 were made, and I got the 640th one signed and signatured from Worker. Looking at the blaster, this is a semi-automatic flywheel powered blaster. Straight out of the box, it's set up to use with 2 batteries, and the specific battery they recommend using is a 3.7 volt AA style battery. It's the same size as AA, but holds a lot more power. 3.7 volts is a lot more power than your standard AA, and it gives this thing more power. Here are the batteries installed here, and maybe in the future I might upgrade this, take this apart to make it run on a LiPo battery, give it some more power, but for now these batteries are fine for me. Something that you may notice is that there's not a rev trigger. Usually there's a rev trigger at the bottom that you would press to rev up the flywheel so that you can shoot a dart. But this, you halfway pull down the trigger, and that revs up the flywheels so you can shoot. You halfway press it down, then you fully press it down for when you want to hit a dart, and you can see the lever in there. So it's a nice alternative. I think it's actually pretty neat. Kind of unique from not having a rev trigger, but it works fairly good. I like it. Loading up this blaster is a little unique. You take out this little box cartridge thing here, and you load in your dart in there, and while you do that, there's a knob back here that you kind of have to rotate manually. So you put in one dart, you put in another, and then you fill it all the way up while you're spinning it in the back. And this cylinder holds 6 shots and capacity of 6 darts, and it's a pretty unique way of loading, a very compact, very nice way of doing things. A couple additional things you can get with the Hurricane Blaster is some extra magazines or some cartridges. These ones are clear because you cannot get the red ones, extra red ones. That's the limited edition, comes with the blaster. So the clear ones, it matches pretty well. And then you can also get this piece right here. This piece is from Out of Darts. It's 3D printed. You could probably see some of the 3D printing. And this piece goes at the very bottom where the battery tray goes. It extends the grip to give it a better feel, and it also makes it so you can hold a LiPo in there. So if you ever plan on upgrading the Hurricane with a LiPo, you're probably going to need one of these for the space in the handle. Here you can see the Hurricane without the extension at the bottom. And then here I took off the battery tray and I added the 3D printed Out of Darts battery extension. It also extends the grip, so more comfortable grip, feels a lot better. Also you could use a LiPo, gives you enough space to do that. So yeah, pretty nice addition, I would say. Alright, let's load this thing up and let's go fire it. We load it up here. Just rotate this thing in the back. I'll put it in darts. And there it is, fully loaded cylinder. It looks really cool when it's all clear. So, let's go see this thing fire. So overall thoughts on the Worker Hurricane are very positive. Really like this blaster. As you can probably see in the firing demo, you want to hold down the trigger just a little bit so that the flywheels can give enough time to rev up before you pull it back all the way so that you can shoot your dart. This blaster will be great as a secondary because it's real compact, very small, very short, and it's flywheel operated, meaning it has very good performance. Speaking of the performance, it shoots 90 FPS or feet per second, which is around a modified blaster range with the batteries in there. Of course, you can always upgrade this to make it shoot faster. Like I said, with the LiPo battery, you can make the motor spin faster, shoot faster, and you can also open this thing up, replace the motors, and do all sorts of things with this. Very versatile, very moddable. This is not modded right now, but maybe in the future I will get pieces and parts to upgrade it. Now if you like this blaster, but you like it to be more of a primary, more bigger and more primary feeling, Worker came out with a kit that attaches onto here to make it feel like a primary blaster. You can attach a stock at the back and even a magazine on the top, which is really interesting, and I might have to check that out for sure. So overall, the Worker Hurricane is an awesome blaster. And if you like more modern Nerf content and more reviews, consider subscribing. Anyways, thank you for watching the Nerf Master Blaster.